Let's. Oh. I just watched the 25th anniversary 10-minute showcase thing for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII as a whole. Bruh. Okay, we got stuff to talk about. So there's a lot of things that went down in it. Okay, let me just try and centralize. There we go. So what happened first is, well, you know, the usual thing. They open up with a beautiful cinematic of everything that it was ever Final Fantasy VII. So they had Before Crisis, they had Dirge of Cerberus, all of that like in a nice package video. Then they said, we'll show you some stuff, right? Then they showed the merchandise with the clock and stuff, you know, it just sells stuff, right? Then the mobile stuff came. So Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier, they're talking about the new season with Season 3. Then Ever Crisis came up. And it's great because there's costumes for the characters. Actual costumes. So Aerith is wearing like a white priestess type of gear thing. And I don't know what Tifa's wearing, but it looks awesome. What else was there? Yeah, that's the only two things. Oh yeah, and also Genesis I think was teased at the end. Because it was like shifting between Sephiroth and Genesis and Sephiroth and Genesis, but it's weird because the character had white hair, so I'm thinking that could be the guy from Advent Children, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's him, maybe we'll fight him, maybe it goes beyond to Advent Children, which would be pretty cool. Those were the big announcements for mobile, right? Then there were two last announcements, I got cut here, don't worry about it. Lads. Oh boy. So Crisis Core remake is a thing, and it's coming out this winter. 2022. 2022's winter has Crisis Core remake for the PS4, so I can play it on the chubby PlayStation, right? On the PlayStation 5, I hope I get that soon, because I'm gonna get into that later. Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and the PC. So the leak was true. It looks great. It looks fantastic. And they didn't call it Remaster. They called it Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, which looks pretty cool to me. I don't know if there's new features because it's been a while since I played Crisis Core, but it looks great. It looks honestly fantastic. Then the big thing. I thought that was going to be the biggest thing, but then the next project was revealed, and that was the second part in the remake, which is Final Fantasy VII. Damn, I forgot the name of it. Okay, I just checked. It's Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth. So there's Final Fantasy VII no, it's not remake, it's Rebirth. So it's Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy Rebirth, and it's confirmed it's a 3-part project, right? 3 parts. So part 1 out. That's Midgar all, right? Midgar. Final Fantasy what did I say? Reunion? Rebirth. My bad. So Rebirth, right? It was pretty weird. It was Sephiroth and Cloud walking together. So it must be one of the illusions. So we're gonna expect that. So Tifa was saying like she's an imposter and stuff. So I'm thinking that's more mind games that Sephiroth is playing on Cloud. Aerith is talking how she tried to reach someone. And then we see Zack Fair carrying Cloud to like a broken Midgard. So I don't know what all that means. But guess when the game's coming out? Next winter. That is 2 winters. 2 Final Fantasy projects. 2. This winter, 'tis Crisis Core Rebirth, Remaster, Reunion. My bad, okay? Also, Steam is getting Final Fantasy VII Remake and Integrate. But anyway, forget about that. That's small news compared to what I'm saying now. But it's still good job for you guys on Steam. Anyway, yeah. Rebirth. It's coming out next year in winter on PlayStation 5 exclusively. I'm so surprised that it is coming out next year, because lads, we have Final Fantasy 16 coming out next year, right? As well as Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I don't know how to react to it. It's very interesting. The trailer was pretty cool. It wasn't like long per se. It was pretty short, right? It wasn't like a long trailer. It was alright. It was alright. However, all I have to say is that even though it was not that long of a trailer, it made you think, bro. It really made you think. Like, what was it? So Tifa is saying like she's an imposter to Cloud, but then again, like, you don't know if that's just Sephiroth's mind games playing on Cloud or you listening as Cloud. And Cloud is walking with Sephiroth somewhere, so probably Sephiroth could possibly be indicating like there's another timeline and he's like representing Zack or something. I don't know, but those 10 minutes were good, bro. Those 10 minutes were great. Oh. But the question is now what's gonna happen. I'm sure they'll have a blog post up by now, and I'm too lazy to make a video about that. So most likely I'll be doing videos on Crisis Core. No, I won't be doing videos on Crisis Core. When I get the game, I may make a video about it, if I get the game. It depends, we'll see how much it is. If it's full $70, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, no, I am pretty excited. I don't know, maybe I will spend it for Zack. Zack's a good lad, he's a good lad, he's a good lad. Aerith looks great in the reunion version of Crisis Core, dude. I really like it. Overall, this was a great show. I really enjoyed it. Those things that I predicted, like the bar line and the other stuff, never actually show, like the new trademarks. Except for Integrate, you could say that was, that showed. So Labyrinth and the final bar line, whatever it was, which I thought was like a bar simulator, never show. But that's fine, I'm sure they'll do it whenever they want. It's most likely just mobile game, so it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Oh, the Rebirth just got me thinking a lot, man. I'm just surprised again next winter we're gonna have the second out of the 3 parts of Final Fantasy 7 Remake trilogy, basically, right? But the question is, how long is that game gonna be, right? Because if it's 3 parts, this second part has to be a huge chunk, because part 1 was just Midgard. In the 100%, like if you want 100% OG Final Fantasy 7, Midgard was like the 8% mark for 100% completion. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Is this gonna be open world? There was like a compass at the top, but then again, I don't know. See, the thing is, I will actually dive deep into that gameplay. I promise, okay? I promise I'll dive into the gameplay, I'll break it down, I'll do stuff, okay? Okay. Again, do I think this was a great show? Yeah, great 10 minutes. For what it's worth, they fit in quite a bit of stuff in 10 minutes. I thought it was just a one and done thing, right? Merchandise, game updates, and just maybe a small teaser. But no, they put updates, game, merchandise, no, what was it? What am I saying? They had the merchandise, they had the mobile stuff, then they had Crisis Core, Reunion reveal, PC, Steam release for Integrate, and Rebirth, man. Overall, I'm just stunned. I just watched this. You can see I'm not doing this with a script. I'm just just babbling on. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Oh, Crisis Core, Reunion, and Rebirth, man. I don't know whether we are going to play as... I thought we were playing as Sephiroth for a second. I thought it was a Sephiroth game. Like, there was a rumored Sephiroth game. It wasn't a rumor. Like, I think we all thought they were making a Sephiroth game, right? It was the first soldier, and then turned out to be the Battle Royale. But, yeah. it is part 2, so I think it's gonna be going a far way. Like I said, maybe until the end of, maybe after you meet Sid, or just a little bit after you meet Sid, maybe not, I don't know, we'll have to see. But yes, lads, I am excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. What are you most excited about? Are you excited about Crisis Core Reunion Edition, which is just a remake but fancy like, but it looks very good for a it looks very good, it looks fantastic. I really like it. It's a remaster, but it looks great. Where was I? Yeah, Rebirth. How was that? Or you don't care about those and you just care for the mobile side? How did you enjoy those? Or if you don't have any of that but you got a PC, you're excited about Integrate, and if you don't care about none of those, will you be buying the merchandise? Because if you are, I'm jealous because they don't sell it here. The Square Enix doesn't ship to my country. But that's fine, that's another rant for another day, but that's okay. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. So sorry, this is actually longer than the presentation itself. I enjoyed it, it was fantastic. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, that looks good enough. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching and sharing the experience with me. I'm so excited. Anyways, that is it for this video, and as always, this is Lightning Trade. Plays out.